You sitting still now, watching this with your jaw clenched, shoulders near your ears, stomach tight, breathing shallow in your chest upper part. But you haven't noticed this because this state has persisted for so long, it's almost become normal. This isn't stress which comes and goes. It's somatic hypervigilance which prevents you from relaxing even when nothing's wrong. A client, Emma, told me 6 weeks ago in my treatment room, Andrea, I haven't relaxed in 2 years. I do everything. Meditate, run, breath work, but I'm still wound up. She had and was running a successful 7-figure design firm at 41 years. Her body had been on alert for so long it forgot to switch off. She woke up at 4 a.m. nightly, had jaw tension flagged by her dentist for 18 months, stomach issues her GP couldn't diagnose. She hadn't had a proper weekend off in over a year. No phone, no checking. She didn't need a rest or a holiday. She needed somatic discharge, releasing the stored threat from her tissue, not just her mind. I'll explain why shortly. We did one clinical session, 22 minutes, just like the one I'm about to give you for free in this next part of the video. 6 weeks later, Emma finally slept through the night for the first time in 18 months. Her jaw tension had lessened and her stomach symptoms improved. Same responsibility and stressors remain, but her nervous system responded differently. Hi, I'm Andrea, a clinical therapist with 25 years of practice in CBT, clinical hypnotherapy, and EMDR. Emma is one of the hundreds of women I have seen walk through this exact pattern. Before we start, here's a complete clinical framework. 9 saboteur patterns I've observed in women like Emma, along with 3 clinical tools, including the one you'll soon experience in my guide called Resilient Founder Reset Kit. £19. Link is in the description. First, let me explain why your meditation app isn't effective. Here's what people often don't realize about why you just can't turn it off. It's not stress. Stress happens when your body reacts to an immediate demand, and once that demand is gone, your nervous system relaxes. But hypervigilance is different. It occurs when your nervous system remains on high alert for too long, making this heightened state, it's normal. In such cases, your body no longer responds to real threats. Instead, it constantly expects danger. Everywhere, all the time, with no switch off. Medically, this is called sympathetic dominance with all static load. Essentially, your nervous system has stopped seeking safety and is now always scanning for danger, whether you're on vacation or in bed or watching this video. Here's why your thoughts keep racing. Many people misunderstand the sequence. The body detects a threat first. Then the mind creates a narrative around it. That's not a restless mind. It's your body trapped in danger with the mind trying to identify the cause. This is also why meditation often doesn't work, because meditation asks the conscious mind to observe. But the real issues lies in the autonomic nervous system, not in the conscious mind. Mindfulness can't access what lies beneath the surface. Over 25 years of clinical practice, I've observed many high-achieving women attempt to resolve their somatic issues mentally. None of them were successful. No, not due to lack of effort, but because the intervention was inappropriate for their condition. Hypervigilance requires more than just thinking. It needs somatic discharge, a precise clinical process that helps the body release what has been holding on to layer by layer. Here's a clinical technique I've developed over 25 years called the layered release. It consists of 3 phases: a surface scan, a release sequence, and a somatic anchor. The entire process takes about 22 minutes. Now, before we start, if you're driving or operating machinery, pause this video now. Return to it when you're seated or lying down safely. If you have epilepsy, a dissociative disorder, or are undergoing active mental health treatment, consult your therapist before engaging in guided hypnotherapy online. Find a comfortable seat and rest your hands. Keep your feet on the floor. Alternatively, lie down if you'd like. Place your phone face down. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. With your eyes closed, let yourself notice the surface beneath you, the chair, the bed, the floor. Notice the points where your body is making contact with whatever's holding you up. The backs of your legs, your hips, your back, your feet on the floor. Notice that surface that's taking your weight. You don't have to hold yourself up. The chair's doing that. The floor is doing that. You can let the surface have you. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Don't change it. Just notice it. Notice where you feel it most clearly. Maybe at your nostrils, maybe at your chest, maybe lower in your belly. Wherever you find it first. On the next breath in, breathe in through your nose. And on the out breath, sigh it out through your mouth. A long, slow, audible sigh. Again, breathe in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. That's right. One more time. In through your nose and sigh it out. Now let the breath find its own rhythm. Here's the first invitation of the session. You don't have to do this perfectly. There's no such thing as perfect. Your body knows what to do. Your only job is, for the next 20 minutes, is to be a witness. Let's start focusing on the first layer of release. I'll gently guide your attention through your body, beginning at the top of your head, moving down slowly through your feet. I won't ask you to relax your muscles. Instead, simply observe. The nervous system can't let go of what it isn't aware of, so we first need to notice it. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Observe your scalp and the muscles around your skull. Notice any tension. Move down to your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. Many clients carry chronic tension without realizing. Just observe. Next, shift your focus down to your eyes, including the small muscles around them with your eyelids. Notice any pulling or tightness. Then move to your jaw, one of the many areas where hypervigilance is stored. Observe where your tongue rests in your mouth, whether the back teeth are touching or any tension along jawline. Just observe without trying to relax yet. Guide your awareness through the throat, the front, the back, down your shoulders. Many women unknowingly hold unspoken words there, so check for tension. As you move downwards, observe your shoulders, which often sits higher than normal. Notice the muscles across the tops of your shoulders and onto your neck. Most clients are surprised when they realize how elevated their shoulders are. Continue down to your chest. Pay attention to your breathing in the chest area. Notice where the chest feels open or tight, narrow or constricted. Then move to the upper back, especially between your shoulder blades, the area where you may carry burdens you haven't released yet. Scan from your stomach upwards. This is the third main area where tension stores. The gut, the diaphragm and the solar plexus. Observe the tension there, whether the belly feels soft or pull tight. Continue upwards through the lower back, the hips, the pelvic floor. Another hidden area of chronic tension, the thighs, the knees, the calves and the feet. Then quickly scan back down. Identify the three main spots of the most tension. Most women, these usually are the jaw, the shoulders and the stomach. Choose one that is the loudest, the one that your body wants you to notice the most. That's where we'll begin layer 2. We'll now move to the second layer, the release. This is the process that utilizes one of the simplest yet more effective clinical tools for nervous system regulation, the extended exhale or the long sigh. Clinically, here's why it works. The vagus nerve, the primary nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, calming part of your nervous system, is activated by prolonged out-breath. When you exhale longer than you inhale, you signal to your body that the threat has subsided. Your nervous system responds to your breathing pattern. Bring your attention back to the place of strongest holding, the jaw, the shoulders, or the belly, wherever your body was loudest a minute ago. The next breath in, breathe in slowly through your nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now sigh it out slowly and audibly through your mouth. Twice as long. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again through your nose to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out through your mouth to the count of 8. Audible sigh. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you do this, I want you to imagine with each long sigh, the place of holding, the jaw, the shoulders, or the belly is letting go little by little. Not all at once, a little at a time. Each sigh a little softer. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth, a long sigh. In through your nose. Notice what's happening in your body. Notice if the jaw is dropped, even a fraction. Notice if the shoulders have come down. Notice if your breath is moving lower in your body, out of the top of your chest into the middle of your chest, perhaps even into your belly. This is a somatic discharge happening in real time. Your nervous system is doing the work. Your only job is to keep breathing. 3 more breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sigh. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Sigh. And 1 more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sigh. Now, let your breath go back into its own rhythm. Don't manage it. Don't manufacture it. Just notice the body breathing itself. Notice that you're different from who you were 4 minutes ago. The body always knows. You just had to give it the right invitation. We now have come to the third and final layer. This is the layer that turns one session into a tool and can be used every day. Here's the truth about somatic work. One 20-minute session is a start, but it's not the whole intervention. The release we've just did will just start to lift that chronic holding. But for it to hold, we need to be able to return to the state quickly in the moments where threat patterns start to rise. In a sales call, before a difficult conversation, at 3 a.m. when the mind starts spinning. That's what we're doing now. We're building you an anchor, a doorway back to the state where you're right now. 60 seconds, anywhere, anytime. So stay with the breath and bring your right hand slowly to rest on your sternum, the center of your chest, just over your breastbone. Feel the weight of your hand down onto your chest and the warmth of your palm. Notice the side, rise and fall of your breath beneath it. I will now count down from 5 to 1. And as I do, your body will absorb this relaxed state with your jaw loosened, the shoulders drop, the breath, belly softening, and the breathing deepening, and store it. The hand on your sternum serves as a doorway back to this feeling. 5. The relaxation begins to settle in your body. Your shoulders will soften, your jaw relaxes, and your breath flows freely. 4. Your nervous system records what nervous system regulation feels like, establishing it as a new baseline. 3. Every cell takes this in. Your body remembers this. 2. This state now belongs to you. It's not something to find, but to return to. 1. The anchor is set. The hand on your sternum is your way home. Stay here a moment longer. Hand on your chest, breath flowing, body soft. Now imagine the next 24 hours of your life, not in detail, but in shape. The first message tomorrow morning, the first decision, the first demand on your time, and see yourself meeting each moment from this calm state. Hand on your chest and a long sigh out, the body relaxed. Notice how the day moves differently, not because anything outside has changed, but because the system meets the outside has. This is what nervous system regulation looks like in a business, not motivation, not mindset, not a better morning routine, a regulated body meeting whatever the day brings from a state of physiological safety. Over the next days and weeks that follow, every time you return to the Sangha, hand on chest, a long sigh, the nervous system will repattern a little more. The 4 a.m. wake-ups will ease. The jaw will soften. The decision that used to feel impossible will start to feel obvious. Not because you tried harder, but because the system that makes the decisions is different. Now we'll begin to return. Don't open your eyes yet. Just notice the room around you, the temperature on your skin, the sound wherever you are, the texture, what you're sitting on. Wiggle your fingers gently, your toes. Bring some movement back to the body at your own pace. Nothing to rush. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, your eyes will open. You'll feel calmer, clearer and grounded, as if you've just experienced your first proper down nervous system regulation of a very long time. 1, the awareness will return to the room. 2, the body waking gently. 3, the release staying with you. 4, notice the space around you. 5, your eyes opening gently when you're ready. Welcome back. Take a deep breath in and out. Notice the difference in your body now compared to 20 minutes ago. The shoulders are lower, the jaw is softer, the breath is fuller. Your nervous system has just experienced, possibly for the first time in months, what discharge looks like, what nervous system regulation feels like. That's what we will work on. Stay with me here for a moment. Notice what's different. Notice in your thoughts, in your body, the chair feels different. The breath is moving lower. The space behind your eyes is softer. That's not a mood. That's a somatic discharge. That's nervous system regulation, and your body remembers it now. Here's the honest truth about what we did. 1 session of the layered release is a start. It's not the whole intervention. Emma, the client I told you about in the beginning, just came back every week for 2 weeks, every week for 3 months. Each session built on the last. Each single return to the anchor made the next one stronger. Next, I'm offering you a framework to support the work between sessions. Because you're going to leave this video and your phone's going to buzz, and the next thing your life's going to land in your inbox. And the hypervigilance pattern is going to try and come back. That's normal. That's how a 20-year nervous system pattern works. The question is whether you have the tools to meet it when it comes back. So I've built a clinical guide for this exact moment, the Resilient Founder Reset Kit. Many pages, 25 years of clinical practice condensed into a single sitting. Inside, you'll find the 9 nervous system saboteur patterns I see most often in high-performing women, so you'll know exactly which pattern has been driving your business decisions. 3 clinical tools, including the layered release you've just experienced. 1 full 3-cost audit, so you'll see exactly what staying in this pattern is costing you in time, in money, and the bandwidth, so you have for the rest of your life. £19, link is in the description. You'll finish it in 1 sitting. The most common feedback I get is, why didn't I do this sooner? And one more thing before you go. If the session has helped your body in more 20 minutes than in the last 6 months of self-help reading, subscribe to this channel. The whole Clinical Reset series is being built here, episode by episode. This is the one place online when someone with my level of clinical training is giving this work away for free. Episode 6 is coming next week. It's a sleep hypnotherapy session, the one I use with founders that are too wired to sleep, even when their bodies are exhausted enough that it shouldn't be possible. 35 minutes, designed to be the last thing you watch before bed. I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye for now.